So, okay. Hi, Brandon. Uh, Today I'm gonna be your moderator for your speaking exam. So, to begin, I would like to ask, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I think as a person that's very picky with their choices, uh, there's two type of food honestly that I really like. Like for example, pizza and tamales. Specifically tamales that my mom do that because she always do these tamales that are like with chicken inside. But uh I recently was trying some tamales that were about cheese, but I really don't like it. So I kept with my favorite food that is chicken tamales, and with pizza. But it depends on like the person that asks me because when I say my favorite food can is pizza, for me it sounds like I'm very basic choosing. So I go to the option of tamales to sound more like a native speaker or native I mean native local from there. So I would think tamales is my favorite food.
Oh, all right. So now I want to ask you, what kind of food did you eat as a child?
Honestly, I don't remember what type of food do I eat, but I do know that I'm a very since I'm very picky with my food. I'm like a meat lover, not very much of a like vegetables or that type that kind of stuff. What I do remember is that as a child, I really like eating like rice or not 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 chicken or meat, but more of like soup or and that kind of stuff. So I think the kind of food I really like are like soup or spaghetti.
All right. And do you enjoy cooking?
Yes, since I have a brother and he really likes cooking in the kitchen or helps my mom do the meals or dinner. I often feel like I need to know how to cook. And at the beginning, I didn't really like cooking because I have a lot. I'm very lazy all the time. But since my brother do it and he convinced me to cook because he says that it brings a lot of benefits. So I began cooking with him, and he showed me a lot of techniques or a lot of food that can be good for me to try or to cook.
Okay, thank you. For this next part, you're gonna have a minute to prepare your answers to the following question, which is, tell me about a time when you ate a type of food for your first time. You should say when you had it, where you ate it, what was it, and how did you like, and how did you like it? So your minute
Okay.
begins now. Okay, so your minute is up. Now you have 2 minutes to tell me about the question that I just made you.
Okay. The type of food that I ate for the first time. I think my answer can be a little bit of a stretch, because it's tacos. But in this case, uh, after before I really like tacos, like with nothing, with vegetables, or like with onions, or all that kind of stuff. So and then one day, specifically 4 years ago, I mean 3 years ago, I was at the taco stand that was called Morelos, at the center of the city. And I was there with my two friends that 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 invited me to go there. And we ordered tacos, and I ordered tacos but without vegetables because I didn't like that at the time. And and one of my friends were a little bit of a jokester, or was really pushing me to try taco but with pico de gallo. And that time I was really trying to to convince it that I really don't like it, or that please do not add pico de gallo to my taco because I really don't like it, or I haven't tried. And then at the same moment, he added pico de gallo to my taco, in which at the time I was very angry, because I thought, because for me, I was thinking about that I had to order another taco because I don't really like pico de gallo at that time. But he, like, for some reason, he convinced me to try it, because it will benefit for me, because to eat vegetables. So I was convinced that it could be really good. So when
I'm sorry
when
to interrupt you, but your 2 minutes are over. Okay, so now for the last part, uh, I have another question, which is, do you like to try new food?
um I think I do really like, or I want to try new foods, but for some reason I can't, because of my way of eating, because since I was little, I was very picky. As I mentioned before, I'm a very picky eater. And the type of food that I really like are mostly about meat, chicken, carne asada, tacos, or simple as a chicken nuggets, or cereal. And for some reason, I feel a lot of guilt for myself and not eating new food, because my friends always goes out and on these type of restaurants that have like very variety of food. And for me, that I'm very picky, I want to go, but I know that I can't eat those type of food, or I'm very scared eating new type of food, because I have this anxiety that that will reject the food and I can't eat it anymore, and my friends will look at me as a, it could be as a loser. So I always have these, like this desire of trying new food, or trying a lot of food, because another reason is that my family, they're the type of people that eat anything that they look like. For example, my dad will eat fish, but he will eat fish like entirely, even until even the eye of the fish. Or for example, the of a chicken, he will eat all the chicken, even the skin. And he always tells me, Brando, you have to uh eat this type of food, because Some dishes are good for you because they have a lot of nutrition. It will also make you stronger and all type of stuff. And yeah, I really want to try new foods.
Okay, and the other question is it expensive to eat out in your country?
And it depends on the person that you are because, for example, me, since I live here in Mexico, for me the food are not like cheap, but neither expensive because since I work here in Mexico, and the salary is like not quite as good. This means that the money that they give me, it doesn't really help me buy some food and buy some food at the at a taco stand or at a restaurant. So but for example, if you're like a visitor or what's it called, a foreigner, I think since you have a lot of money to spend, you have a lot of money to spend. I think the food here in Mexico will seem very cheap because you will be from a country that have a lot of income. They have a lot of income, or you work a lot, and the salary is very high. And going to Mexico can be a very good way to spend money and have great food because Mexico have a lot of variety of different food like tamales, uh, the tortas, chilaquiles, those types of stuff. And yeah, but I would say that it depends on the person that you are.
Okay, well, that is the end of the exam, so thank you very much.